Our group movie project in the class is about culture shock, and we are group 1. Our group members are Jiaxu Li, Shawn Wu, and me. So let's begin from the part 1, and also my part. Many people have the question about what exactly is culture shock, and I'm going to use a definition from Wikipedia to let you know. Culture shock is an experience a person may have when one moves to a cultured environment which is different from one's own. So I'm going to use 3 specific stories in appointment, name, and friendship to let you know what is culture shock in these 3 aspects. And let's begin from the appointment. It's common to book a schedule in advance when you need to discuss something with others. However, in my country, the thing is not the same. I need contacted with my instructor in the college in Tianjin frequently because of so much things I need to do. For the last several months, I asked for her 3 hours every time before I went to her office. Unfortunately, I couldn't find her most of the times. Even sometimes she was sitting there. She was doing something else. Maybe her thought is, if I found her there, then waiting till she finished the task at hand. After that, maybe my issue can be solved due to her tasks at hand right now. So maybe my tasks cannot be handled. It's time-consuming that I can't handle my problem as quick, and she may be mad at me for appearing around too often. I'm confused why the circumstance is so common in my country. However, maybe I can adapt to appointment rules quicker in America. And the second part is about name. My name is Meng, and in my country, people will call me Meng. It's a different sequence in how my parents gave the name for me that they want me to be a particular guy who can resist tremendous pressure and to be the best. I'm proud to have the name from the time I know the specific meaning. However, my name is not easily pronounced by foreigners, sometimes even called wrong by people around like teachers and students in my country. Some people have names with similar structure, so it's easier for other people to pronounce and remember. I admire their names when others mix up my name with another word which seems like mine. Classmates in my country can remember the correct form of my name even after times. It must be harder for schoolmates abroad. That's the thing troubles me till now. I have an English name called Ethan, and I use it to make friends abroad. It's easier to be called, but I'm not sure whether should I tell my original name to let them remember. Maybe I can find different thoughts and solution coming to US. Okay, so it's time to go to the third part, friendship. Friendship is kind of different in countries. It seems like Americans define friendship quite simple. According to the readings in week 3 discussion we read earlier, they think roommates are nothing more than just who share the room, but they still call their roommates friends. The circumstance confused me that I always think no matter roommates, professors, or just strangers I met during activities, I can make true friends with them due to Chinese culture. I thought people around the world have same opinion on friendship until I met Kaiser, a boy from Africa. It was a day with blue sky and breeze. I enjoyed a wild shot game and was attracted by Kaiser's talented move. Therefore, I asked for making friends with him and got his WeChat. One day I had a game for fun with my old friends, so I thought maybe it would be a chance to play with Kaiser once again and introduce him to my old friends so we can play together. However, he asked me for money. I wasn't buying him to play a real competition. I thought it was not true. It's not right. Even I explained how the game was, he didn't come. So my part was
Now here's come another question. Why? Why we are facing culture shock? A fish out of water. According to Alberg, when an individual enters a strange culture, all or most of these familiar cues are removed. He or she is like a fish out of water. No matter how broad-minded or full of goodwill he may be, a series of pops had been knocked out from under him or her. The loss of familiar cues, which includes various aspects, might be the most critical reason to stimulate our stressful anxiety and depression. After freshmen entered college, they realize the rooms, the activities, and people are not the same as what they know in their hometown. What they are familiar with is completely replaced. The strange surroundings arouse unique insecurity, leading to feel homesick. What's worse, the people there seem to follow very different rules. Though we always say we will make new friends in university, social interaction seems much harder at home. The jokes are not funny anymore due to cultural differences. External loneliness is surrounding us. As we international students, language barrier makes the situation much more intensive. In a report, 40% of international students do not have friends among their American classmates. Some external factors also aggravate culture shock development. The change of environment is the most obvious one. This includes different weather and temperature, unfamiliar food and drinks, or strange condition and living style. The most common things arising from the not acclimatized is diarrhea, and I'm deeply experienced about this. Another factor may work is the attitude of local people. If you are very unfortunately getting unfriendly treatment of some exclusive and clubby locals, along with other uncomfortable encounters, the depressed of it will be very easily to get enlarged. Effects. We all know the whole process of culture shock is from high to low, then getting back gradually. Many may fear taking the slump emotion as a nadir. Anxiety, depression, and lasting negative feelings. Here's some trouble regarded as typical syndromes leading by culture shock, including sadness, anger, boredom, low energy and efficiency, even loss of sleep or too much sleep. Though we may suppose culture shock is absolutely negative for its depression period, and be shocked by culture shock for all of those frustration, depression, and following syndromes. Is there anything good for us about culture shock? There's still theorists believe culture shock is positive in some degree. It enhances your adaptability in a strange environment, ability of socializing with other people, and understanding in daily life. Next time when you come in an unfamiliar place, you'll have the confidence and expectancy to handle this. And in the process to overcome culture shock, to break the language barrier, the ability of listening and speaking a foreign language will be improved significantly. Culture shock may bring pain, but if you looked back years ago, it could be a memorable experience in your life.
We have learned from earlier slides that culture shock can bring out many bad effects. Thus, we should get through culture shock as soon as possible. You may be thinking about how to get through it since it seems quite difficult. Now, I'll give you some useful suggestions to help you to adapt to a new culture smoothly. After that, you will find you can handle everything at ease. First, you should equip yourself with adequate academic skills. As an international student, your priority is to gain knowledge. Different cultures develop different education systems. Lots of culture shock international students experience come from class. A relatively unfamiliar language challenges falling students, preventing them from understanding others' ideas thoroughly. Therefore, read more to get familiar with the second language. Talk more with teaching assistants and professors to get everything you don't understand clear. Second, you should do well in socializing. As a part of society, socializing is important everywhere on Earth. Socializing is of great help when it comes to defeat culture shock. The relationships you develop at home deserve your maintenance. You can contact them through the internet to show your sadness and they will comfort you. However, communicating with new friends, especially who are local, enable you to learn more about a new culture. Third, seek emotional support. You should be strong, but remember to show yourself your weakness in face of culture shock. Nobody can avoid it, so do you. Try to cook home flavor food more for yourself. This can calm yourself down. Share your true feelings with others and then you can feel better. Keep a balance between life and study. When you are alone and don't know what to do, just walk out of your dormitory and hang out with your friends. After trying these tips, you will recover from culture shock soon and enjoy your life.